One of the toughest businesses to run is the kind that involves handling a client's money. As an entrepreneur, as a businessman, those type of businesses are very tricky and they can damage your reputation if you are not disciplined. I mean, we have seen a lot of people who start very well. They build their business reputation for many years, but it only takes one mistake for that reputation and for that business to crumble to the ground. So it is very crucial that as an entrepreneur or as a businessman, if you are running this type of business, you need to be disciplined. That is not a negotiation, because you can take it for granted, but the day you eat your client's money without delivering the service, that's the day that you will wish that you never started this business thing or this entrepreneurial journey, because your life will be miserable from that moment going forward. You have to understand that once you break your client's trust by eating their money, it will not be easy to move on from that business to start another business. What's going to happen is that you are going to trend. And I'm not talking about trending for things that you didn't do. I'm talking about trending about things that you have done. A client has paid you money and you didn't deliver the service. Those type of mistakes and those type of flops will follow you for a very long time. You can start a business at the age of 18, you mess up, and even when you're 25, there will still be people who will remember you for that very same business or that very same mistake that you have made when you were in your teens. When you are given money by the client, if you are given money to buy materials, buy the materials immediately. If you are given 10,000 rand to buy cement, for example, the best thing that you can do is to go and buy the cement. Don't put your profit first. You can always get your profit later. Go and buy what you have been paid to buy. In life, there are many situations that can happen, and you might find yourself using the client's money, and I'm telling you, that will be the beginning of your misery. There is this other lady that had a good reputation when it comes to selling hair. I remember seeing this story some 2-3 years ago on social media. She had a good reputation that she had built for more than 5 years. She was doing very well. She was very good with her clients. She had good customer service and everyone seemed to like her. She was doing very well. It got to a point where she became so big to an extent that when you place an order, you knew that you will have to wait for a month and sometimes 3 weeks or sometimes more before you can get your order. And her clients were very understanding. They were willing to wait for their orders. One day, something happened and she had the client's money into the account. Apparently, it was more than 70,000 rand that was in the account. She had no other option. She ended up using her client's money, and that was the beginning of a downfall. At first, people did not think much of it, but some of them started becoming suspicious and they came for her and she trended and she lost everything that she had built in more than 5 years. And for me, when I saw that, it was very sad, because I know that it's not easy to build a business, especially to build trust with clients to an extent that they can pay you the full amount. It was very painful to see, because it's not easy building a business like that. Chances are that whatever business she's going to start from now on, people will still remember her for the previous business that went wrong. She might not even be able to do business again using her own name. What I'm trying to say is that make sure that if you are running a business like this, pay your suppliers first. Don't wait until you see 100,000 rand into your account before you pay your suppliers. Every year, there is a businessman who is running away from clients. We see these things every year. And these are the temptations of keeping clients' money into your bank account. Rather pay the supplier and wait for more orders. The pressures of life are many. You might find yourself being in a situation where now you have to use that money and you don't want that for yourself. The journey is still long. So let's make sure that we maintain the reputation, we maintain the integrity, we maintain the trust that clients have in us. It's very easy to be tempted to say that, you know what, I'm going to replace this money. There's a client that is coming next week. There's a client that is coming in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to use their money plus the profit to close the one that I've just used now. Please stay away from those things. As long as the client hasn't given you money, they've called you and they've promised you money, that money might not come. Stop counting your eggs before they hatch. You cannot plan with money that you do not have. I plead with you guys as business people, do the right thing. Just make it a principle from when you are starting a business that if you are supplying something, when you receive money, buy that thing and keep it. Or buy that thing and wait for your supplier. Because once you go through that journey, of eating clients' money, there is no coming back. If you do make a comeback, it will be very hard for you to recover, even to earn people's trust. Because people will still have those screenshots in the next 10 years. People will still have those voice notes in the next 15 years. And you will find it hard. Business is hard enough. So imagine you have to fight for your name to be cleared, and you have to fight also to make it in business. Like, that's a lot. So let's make sure that we do right by our businesses, we do right by our clients, and let's make sure that we are principled when we are doing this business. And I'm telling you that we are going to thrive. Come up with a principle and live by it. I hope you have learned something today. Catch you in the next video.